Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Built to Lead Women in Manufactured Housing. This is a very special one because it is my first one in person, and I am so excited. But I'm even more excited about my guest. She is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and give us a little background about herself and what she's done in our industry. Shannon?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here today. We just wrapped up day one of this amazing MH Mastery Live seminar.
Yes.
And I'm very thankful that you and Caesar included me today
Of
as
course.
a speaker. So yes, I am a manufactured housing, modular housing specialist.
Yes.
I am third generation in this industry. So it is a part of me. My grandfather actually started what has become our family legacy in this business back in the 60s with a retail center selling manufactured homes and trailer campers.
In the 60s.
In the 60s.
Wow.
And you know, it's funny, we said earlier, MH has really not been around all that long.
Right.
So when you think about it, he was really one of, if you think about it, the early pioneers in this industry.
Absolutely.
You know, so excited to be able to, talk about him. And he has passed not that long ago, but he lived a very good life and taught all of us the meaning of hard work.
Yes.
He did have some involvement in building some communities in our area as well, and was blessed to be influenced by some other pioneers in this business like Sam Finelli and Barry Shine, who I, even myself have been blessed to meet and work with in the early part of my career. So fast forward, as a kid in the 80s, we were in the trailer business, and I spent a lot of time at the sales lot and driving through communities with my parents. And, as a kid, you don't think, oh, this is what I'm going to do someday. And I fought it hard. I went into hospitality, which was great experience for me, but eventually all roads lead to manufactured housing.
Here we are, yes.
So here we are. I started out in the office doing the bookkeeping and the bills and being a greeter and things like that, and worked my way into sales. A lot of my knowledge, of course, came from my parents, both being very active in the industry. My dad's been selling manufactured housing since he was a teen.
Wow.
And my mom was actually one of the exceptions to the rule for her age in this business. She was also a trailblazer for women in the industry. She had a very long and well-known career with RWC, MHWC, huge part of that program. She ran it for a long time. And has been blessed to serve on different boards in different states and things, representing women in our industry. So she's been a real inspiration for me.
So really, it was in the cards that you were going to end up in this industry.
It was just going to happen.
You just fought it, and then you gave up.
Yeah, I gave up. It was just going to happen eventually. It has been a blessing. It has allowed me to be a good provider for my family. And I've met a lot of people by just immersing myself in this industry and attending events and networking and getting to know people along the way. The majority of my career has been retail sales and community development.
Right.
I am currently in a manufacturing sales role with Cavco, which has been a wonderful experience as well, something a little different. And now I am speaking with Caesar, which has been so fun. I'm just excited to see what the next chapter looks like. I figure I'm halfway through, so I'm closer to retirement today than I'd like to be. But
no, we have a long ways to go. We're just getting started. So today. Actually, you're one of the first people that have spoken at one of our live events, right, as a guest. And the knowledge that you shared was, I was there taking notes. I don't know if you saw me,
No.
but I was there taking notes. I'm like, oh, wow, I never thought about that. Oh, that's a good one. Wow. Maybe share with them a little bit about what you shared with all of us today, because I think it is beneficial for somebody who's just starting, but also somebody who has that, but I've always done it this way kind of attitude, and it's worked.
Yes.
And it's like what Caesar says, right? If you were selling 40 years ago, people are not buying in the same way.
No, buyers are different today. Their buying process is different today. So, speaking to the group today about marketing and the importance of not only the company that you represent,
right,
having a good marketing strategy, but learning how to market yourself as an expert in what you do,
right,
and the services that you provide and who you provide those services to. And really creating a brand of your own, a brand for yourself, is so important, because really, this is our livelihood.
Right.
And we aren't just looking to draw clientele to where we work. We're looking to draw clientele to us.
That's right.
So I have spent the last several years learning all that I can about marketing and branding. Of course, social media is where it's at for most people. Being a content creator and an influencer is like all the things now.
Those are scary words for some of us, though.
They are scary words, and they're still scary words for me. I still very much consider myself an amateur when it comes to posting content. And even, my kids will say to me, like, Mom, you should be on TikTok. Or I did a video the other day, and my youngest son texted me, and he goes, why do you wait so long to start talking? And I'm like, because I really have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. My kids make fun of me all the time because it takes a lot for me, but every now and then I will post a live video of myself talking, right? And I'll be like, oh my God, can you believe like 300-400 people have actually watched this? And my boys are like, Mom, we get like thousands that watch our videos.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Yeah. Kudos to me. I'm excited.
I'll take 5.
Anybody that spent time watching me, wow, I'm excited.
And even I am careful how often I do a live, because sometimes just doing a regular video that I want to post, I might do it 3 or 4, 10 or 12 times.
Yes, I know.
So I feel like it's good enough. So yeah, we just, I tried to speak to the group today about just creating your own identity in what you do. And that really goes for any industry. Any salesperson in any industry, you want to identify yourself as an expert in your career. You want to identify the community that you serve. Who is your client base? What services are you providing? And then create and post content that will reach those people. So we talked about, how do you become an expert in this industry? Obviously what you do for work every day. We're always learning and growing, but being part of the MH community, interacting with other colleagues, networking, attending events, continuing education, seminars like this. MHI is a great resource. We heard from Mark this morning, and that was wonderful. I always enjoy listening to him. So just taking, all the different places that you can learn and grow as a professional in the manufactured housing industry, and then sharing that information with others. So that when someone has a need, you're the person they think of, or you're the person that they're referring. Hey, I follow someone, or I know someone who does this. It's just as important for us as salespeople to generate leads to us as it is for our company to generate leads to the business. So yeah, that's kind of what we touched on today. I think it's important. I know that not all companies are on board with the importance of it. But today's buyers, we know 76% of today's buyers are getting all of their information online before they even contact someone.
That's scary.
It is very scary.
Because not all information that's online is truth, right?
Correct. It's not all accurate. It's not all accurate, but if it's at least, if nothing else, if it's generating interest in affordable housing and manufactured and modular housing, and it brings people through the door that we can educate and help into homes, that's a win for us at the end of the day.
It is. It is a win. So what do you think for the sales consultants out there? What do you think is the best platform for them to be on? Is there one better than another?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we all know the big names. Facebook, that's where it is. Even people looking at the used market are going to Facebook because this is where we post these things. So, you know, Facebook, Instagram is another really good one. And the thing I like about Instagram is it does give you the ability to cross-post with Facebook. You know, they work together. YouTube videos are great. If you can post content where you're showing videos of a set or a delivery or a 360 tour of a finished home or a model home. LinkedIn is more for networking within the industry, I think. Getting to know your finance partners, your counties, your politicians, your permitting, all of those things, competition. You know?
True.
We do collaborate with competitors in this industry, which isn't always the norm, but it is something that we do here. And then your associations as well, following MHI and your state builders association or manufactured housing association. TikTok, kind of still a young person's game. And there are a lot of young professionals in our industry that are very successful with TikTok. I don't think that's where the majority of your clients are going to go for information.
I agree.
Really, Facebook is where clients are going for information. And then if you are someone who has a My State MLS account, some of your older boomers and older clientele are still looking at traditional MLS type websites for information on what's available.
Right. So you said something earlier, and hopefully I'm not going to catch you off guard with this, but you said that the majority of people on social media, or I can't remember if it was social media or just Facebook, were 18 to
34.
Okay.
So social media in general, your average user, according to AI, is 18 to 34.
Okay.
Facebook is definitely going to be, I think, the older part of that range and beyond. So, I mean, I can tell you, I have many, many friends and family members over the age of 34 who are very active on Facebook.
Right.
But when you talk about that particular group or that demographic, you know, obviously that's the group that is maybe your first-time home buyers or your second home, like now we're going to upgrade home buyers. But even that group 18 to 34, they have aging parents or grandparents who could be in the market for a manufactured home that they could say, hey, you know, I follow so-and-so on social media, and that's what they do for a living, or I saw an ad for this community or this retailer that they can share with older people. But yeah, really Facebook is going to be the place that the majority of anything you're putting out there is going to reach a manufactured housing buyer.
I love it. So get your post out there on Facebook.
Post regularly.
Yes.
Regularly.
How often should they post?
So minimum 3 to 5 times a week is what we say. Once daily is great. If you're Caesar, every hour.
True. But he's got a little team working for him behind the scenes.
He does. You know, it's work. You have to make it part of your day. You have to schedule time to do it.
Yes.
When you are posting regularly, you have to go back and monitor the comments or the messages that are coming in. So it does become an extra step in your day, an extra part of your job responsibilities.
Right.
But it's really important, and it's going to pay off.
Well, yeah, because at the end, it's only going to benefit you, right?
Absolutely.
If you're out there engaging and people know you and who you are and what you're about, like you were talking about, who are you? Who do you serve? What do you bring to the industry, right? If we can answer those questions, it's going to benefit
Absolutely.
us in the end. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a great place to educate people. MH is young.
Yes.
We've talked about that. And there are still a lot of misconceptions about manufactured housing. I think any salesperson in this industry can recall a time that they took someone into a model home, and it's the wow factor of like, oh my, this is not a trailer. Well, no, we don't build trailers anymore. Right. This is a home.
Right.
People sometimes say to me like, oh my gosh, they're so expensive. Okay, well, it's not a camper, it's a house.
Right. And have you seen it?
You're going to live in it.
Yeah.
So there are still a lot of misconceptions out there about the safety, the quality of the construction, the length of time you can expect to live in a manufactured home.
Right.
Some people still equate them to like the tiny home thing. So social media is just one more outlet for us to educate people, especially in a time where affordable housing is such a hot topic in the media and in our political arenas.
That's right.
It really is the most affordable way for anyone to become a homeowner today. So if we can just keep educating people about what we do and the product that we provide and the opportunities that exist, it's a win.
Yes, I agree. That's one thing that we have been telling everybody, all our clients that we've been training. We have to educate and we have to advocate for this industry because it has changed so much. But still, you still hear like, oh, y'all are trailer trash, or, you still hear all those things. But why? It's our own fault.
It is.
Because we haven't changed it.
It is.
We just now started correcting people when they say trailers. We're like, no, we don't have trailers. We have manufactured homes now. We don't have mobile homes. Right.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I even am now correcting people when they say mobile home.
Yes, us too.
I live in a mobile home park.
Yeah.
No, you live in a manufactured housing community.
Exactly.
Or I heard someone today, and I love this, someone today said manufactured housing subdivision.
I know. That's
rock on. I love that.
We started saying that too. We were like, it's not a community, it's a subdivision. Have you been to it? Have you seen it? It's about the lifestyle now, right? And so, that's we need to take that on more. Each of us need to take pride in the industry and what we do. It's not just a paycheck for us, right? We need to go out there and advocate. We know that, Mark and his team at MHI are absolutely advocating, right? He talked about some great things that are happening in our industry.
Taking houses to Capitol Hill. Amazing. It's something that we've done for several years now. And it's incredible because it does give people the opportunity to see these homes up close and personal who maybe otherwise would never even think about looking at one of these houses. And it can really be a shift in people's thinking. Before I moved to Florida, so I'm from Pennsylvania, that's where our family does MH business. And I was very active with the Pennsylvania Manufactured Housing Association.
I'm surprised.
And we actually did a whole campaign on language in the industry.
Oh, wow, I love it.
Because what we found is that we're at, when you look at the age of the industry, we're kind of in this unique position of where some of the pioneers and early professionals in the industry are approaching retirement age.
Right.
And we are working diligently to bring younger people into the industry in all positions, all capacities. And we found that there was this language problem where you still had salespeople, community owners, retail center owners, manufacturing partners referring to this as the trailer house business or a single wide or a double wide. Just as recently as the last several months, I did a role playing with someone in the industry on feature benefiting. And the very first thing he did was pull his pants up and say, let me tell you why this double wide is better than. And I'm like, whoa, cut.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
Like, all the respect in the world for your experience, but no. So, you have to be mindful because we are trying to overcome this stigma. And we see it with our municipalities when we apply for permits.
Yes.
and deed restrictions. We unfortunately still have a lot of communities throughout the country who will allow a modular but not a manufactured home.
Right.
You know, even if a customer wants to put it on a permanent foundation, you know, even if you're attaching a garage and it can be a beautiful land home opportunity for someone. But it's just this stigma that we carry, that we fight really hard to get around, and as a daily part of our job.
Right.
And language plays a very big part in that.
It does.
So yes, when I train sales teams and, you know, community managers who are actively selling in, you know, those lifestyle communities, that's the very first thing that's got to go. It's not a trailer park. It's not a mobile home park. It's not a double wide. This is a home that is manufactured in a facility and transported to the location, but it doesn't make it any less of a home.
That's right.
It's a house.
That's right.
And in most scenarios, it's better than the stick-built house.
I have to agree with you. Have you seen
die on that hill.
Oh my gosh.
I will die on that hill.
They're beautiful.
And, you know, my dad did take a break from this industry to be a stick builder, and was very successful for several years. Ultimately, things change, and he came back to what he, you know, was born into.
True passion.
His true passion. But, you know, and there are a lot of really good stick builders out there.
Right.
You know, it's not everybody. But, you know, when you look at our houses in MH are built, I loved when Caesar said our houses are built from the inside out.
Yes.
We do the floor and the electric and the
Right.
plumbing, and then the walls
Yes.
go on and the roof is last.
Right.
Even I've never really thought about it like that, but it is totally opposite of what you're accustomed to on a site.
That's right.
But the savings is immense, and the quality is so much better just because anything being built in a factory goes through rigorous planning, quality control, checks and balances, efficiencies. You know, so you're just getting a better product, and it is no less of a home than any other home that's out there.
Yeah. It is a home where families have birthdays, have Christmas, have people come over to celebrate Super Bowls, whatever it is, right? It's the same.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I think it's going to take us some time, but I think people like you, people that we met today in our class, right? I think educating each other like that and empowering each other, I think those changes will come. They're going to come slowly.
Absolutely.
But I think they're going to come. And I can't wait because this industry has so much to offer.
Oh, yeah.
It has so much to offer. You know, it doesn't, it's not going backwards.
No.
Our industry is going forward.
Our industry is very much going forward, and social media is just another outlet for us to bring awareness to that.
Right.
MHI does a fantastic job.
They do.
With their continued involvement in lobbying efforts.
Right.
And the educational component of their organization. And, you know, so it's twofold for us. Obviously, we want to continue putting families in affordable housing. That's number one. In order to be able to keep doing that, we have to draw young people into this industry and show them that it is an industry that is powerful and impactful. It's an opportunity to serve your community.
It's life-changing.
It's life-changing, and there's money to be made in this industry.
Oh, crazy money.
There's money to be made.
Crazy money. I mean, it's life-changing not only for the families that get to have a home, right? But it's life-changing for the sales consultants.
Absolutely.
If they do it right, they can make up to 6 figures.
Sure.
Easily.
Certainly. Very easily.
Can you imagine being a 20-year-old, 20-something, making 6 figures?
Very easily.
I mean, that's crazy.
It is.
But it takes work.
It does.
And dedication.
Sure. You're going to get out of it what you put into it.
Exactly. Exactly. So what do you think we need to do on our end, right? In general, I'm talking like the industry. What more can we do so that we can continue to educate people and draw people? Why do you think it's so hard for us to draw people into our industry?
It's awareness. It's creating innovative initiatives.
Right.
And that's one thing that we are blessed in this industry to have a lot of really innovative creative people that are very active in our industry at a high level.
Right.
You know, the people who are on the Hill talking to Scott Turner, talking to government about what we do, they're people with great ideas, people that are bringing new innovative ideas to the product and the way we build the product, the way we deliver the product, the way we finance the product.
Yes.
So I think it's just continuing to get the word out there. I had tried really hard to be impactful when it came to maybe going into trade schools or even colleges or high schools, vo-tech schools.
Right.
And talking about all the parts of our industry. Obviously, we need people to sell.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We need that.
Right.
You know, but we need people in the plants to
Yes.
build these houses.
Yes.
We need engineers to do the drawings.
Yes.
We need finance people to work with Freddie and Fannie
Right.
to continue evolving the programs that are available for
Yes.
these homes. We need marketing people. So, you know, all the positions that exist in every other industry exist right here in manufactured housing. And again, it's just overcoming that stigma of like, we're not the trailer business. You know,
changed.
we're providing a service that realtors provide, that stick builders provide, that custom builders provide, that property management of apartments or townhomes provide. We're providing all those services.
Right.
And we should be considered.
Yeah. I think it also starts with the person, right? If you are a person that is going to come into industry as a professional, then you're going to get out a lot from this industry.
Sure.
But if you come in and you just want to cut corners and try to make a quick buck, just put out numbers like Caesar says, throw the house, the next house, the next
Sure.
house, it's never going to work for you.
Right.
This is never going to be a long life career for you.
No.
It's going to be very short-lived because you're going to get burned out after 3 months.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that something else that is changing in our industry is the level of professionalism in our industry. We are seeing more women, which is a win. Yay! Super happy about that.
Me too.
But also, you know, as young people come into the industry, you have to carry yourself in a manner that says, I am a professional.
Yes.
You know, and no judgment, but even my grandfather, and other family members in our business, you know, they show up to work in you know, jeans and boots and, you know, their T-shirt with like the logo on it. And that's great if you are part of the site crew or something, you know. And back when my grandpa started, he was doing it all. He was selling it, he was delivering it, he was setting it up. So that was a little different. But again, we've evolved.
Right.
We've evolved. So if I'm looking to buy a home, regardless of where I'm going to buy it,
Right.
it's an emotional purchase.
Yes.
It's a very costly purchase.
Yes. It's a very intimate.
It's a very intimate experience. And I want to feel like I'm dealing with a very professional person who is dressed like a professional, who speaks professionally, you know, who just has that presence about them.
Yeah.
Someone recently said to me, is there like an etiquette school for business people anymore? I'm like, hold on a minute, is this the 50s? But, you know, look at the last time you got on a plane, and I know you're on, you travel a lot, but like, almost every time I get on a plane, the first thing I do is notice how many people are wearing sweatpants,
pajamas,
carrying their pillow. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's vacation, you know, spring break, I don't know, I get it. But when I travel for business, I'm working.
Yes.
You know, so you have to carry yourself in a certain way if you want the respect that comes with that.
I agree 100% with you. Today our boys were here, right? The two little ones. And we tell them the same thing. However you dress and how you carry yourself, you're an extension of us.
Absolutely.
If you come in all sloppy, stains all over you, people are going to be like, and we're going to take their dad seriously? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they didn't, right? They came in their collared
Their little
manufactured.
collared
Yes, they had
shirts,
their
they
little
look so
logos
cute.
on because they know.
Sure.
Right? They were super quiet, although we had to tell Sebastian shh a couple times.
Right.
But they know.
Yeah.
You know, they know. And we're trying to teach them that now because it is hard, right? Our society has changed in other ways, right? People are okay with wearing sweats, you know, pajama shoes, you know, just, it's not, how do you take them seriously?
So I fought the Lululemon craze for a very long time.
I still have yet to purchase anything from there. I have not.
So my first Lululemon was actually a gift from my husband.
Okay,
So to be
that's
fair,
okay.
I didn't
That's
buy
okay.
it.
That's okay.
But, you know, my boys, 20-somethings, Lululemon makes dress pants. No, they do not. I get it. It's a sharp look.
Right,
I'm not going to
right,
lie.
right.
And you can dress them up.
Right.
But it's athletic wear.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, and hey, everybody's entitled to their, you know, whatever.
right.
But back to our original point. Yes, I think that we have to make sure that as representatives of the industry, if we want the industry to be taken more seriously, if we want a seat at the big boy table in housing, then we need to
Step
look
up
the
our
part.
game. That's right.
We need to
I
look the
agree
part.
100%. I mean, look at Mark today.
Suit.
Look very sharp. You know that he's a man of business.
Of course.
You know, Caesar came in same way,
Yep.
suit. You know, he's a man of
Absolutely.
business. You, all dolled up and beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
know you're a woman of business.
Thank you.
But, you know, when we go to some of these communities, even retailers, and if somebody walks out in shorts and a T-shirt and tennies, and they're trying to sell me a home, I don't know,
The
right?
the community piece is hard because they're also selling a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I go into a lot of 55 plus communities where the lifestyle is I'm retired,
Casual, right? Relax.
casual. The community manager or the salesperson there might be Miss Sarah, who lives on lot 8 and is a retired nurse or school teacher.
Right.
And she might have on a tennis skirt and a polo shirt and a little visor, and that might be okay.
Right, right.
But in some of our more corporate-oriented communities, or our family-aged communities, and certainly our retail settings, stepping it up is probably the way to go.
I mean, even in a polo logo shirt,
Sure.
tucked in with a belt,
Sure.
nice
My
pants
dad-
that are ironed, right?
At
I
our
mean,
retail center in Pennsylvania, you can pretty much expect the gentleman to be wearing khakis or slacks
Right.
and a logoed polo shirt,
Right.
tucked in. If they're wearing tennies, maybe they're like all black.
Yeah.
You know,
I
okay.
mean, yeah, I'm okay. I mean,
get
look, I
that.
have
Yeah.
dress
Yeah.
on with tennies.
Yes.
We both have our little tennies on.
I wore tennies today because Caesar always has tennies on.
and he
I
had
love
his
it.
little tennies on with his suit today too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's okay. But that looks
Sure,
the part.
absolutely.
You know, it's different when you have Bahama shorts on and a
Sure.
tank top.
Sure.
And, you know.
And I work in Florida.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Well, tell us something interesting about you.
Other than MH?
Yes, other than M8.
Other than
something.
M8.
Give us something outside of M8.
So I'm a travel bug.
Okay.
My husband and I love to travel. My husband is in the yacht business.
Okay.
Very successful career in
Awesome.
sales there. We love to travel, and we travel big. We've been to Europe recently. We just came back from Maui.
Oof.
So we're very blessed to
Yes.
be in a position to do that.
Right.
But that's what we do. We love to travel, even if it's just a weekend getaway to somewhere fun. We travel a lot. And in addition to traveling, our other really big hobby is Harleys. We ride motorcycle, and Florida is a great place to be able to
You
do
have your own
that.
Harley?
I don't ride on my own, and
Okay.
it's not because I don't love to. As I've gotten older, I'm a little more cautious.
Right.
My boys call me the safety mom. Sean and I, there's something a little bit romantic about riding with my husband.
Sure, of course.
So yeah, I do ride with him.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's a hobby of ours. And then just spending time with our kiddos. We're blessed with 3 boys,
Yes.
just like you and Caesar. And we have wonderful, wonderful daughter-in-laws.
Aw.
And we try to just spend as much time with them as we can.
I love it. Do they live here?
So our oldest and his fiance are here in Florida. The other 2 boys are in Pennsylvania, but we lobby really hard every day to get them here.
They'll be here soon.
They'll be here soon. The minute Grandma and Grandpa are here,
They'll be here.
the kids will be here.
And
so.
is your dad planning to retire anytime soon?
Despite my best efforts, yes, I think we have him on like an 18-month plan.
Okay.
So yeah, my parents have purchased property here in Florida recently, and we're baby steps.
Okay.
Baby steps.
And where's your dad going to work when he gets here?
Right now, he's looking for. I'll plug my father.
Yes,
He has a lifetime of MH experience, and he will be looking for part-time opportunities in Central Florida very soon.
And he is a rock star. He is
a rock
legend.
star.
That's awesome. Well, before we wrap it up, is there any advice you want to give anybody in our industry, whether they're just starting or whether they've been in the industry for 30 plus years?
Absolutely. The one piece of advice I would give anybody in this industry at any age, never stop learning.
Oh, I love it.
Never stop learning. Continuing education is key in every area of our industry. And just stay engaged. Be out in the community, be networking, be talking to others, and just stay active.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Shannon, for being my first in-person guest. We've been waiting. We've been planning this for a long time.
We have.
I am super excited. Please, once you listen to this, share, subscribe, like, and start following my friend Shannon on social media. She has some amazing stuff. Hopefully she will continue to partner with us and hang out with us because I've learned so much from her. I can't wait for day 2 tomorrow because she's speaking again, and I can't wait to hear what she is going to pour into us. We will see you soon on our next episode.